Hey there everybody, welcome to this episode of TJ's Reef. On this episode we're going to be going over some of the big changes that the 120 reef tank has gone through recently. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, and welcome to this episode of TJ's Reef. And as you can see, the reef tank is doing amazing. The 120 has taken off, and there have been a lot of changes to it. And so I thought maybe we'd start with some of the equipment changes on this episode, and then go into depth on the corals and the fish updates, and then in future episodes cover the specifics with the equipment and the programming and everything that's going along with it. So first off, lights. We have swapped out the reef breeder for Radion Gen 5 15 Pros. We've got 4 of them on the RMS system. These lights are amazing, and we will go into those in a future episode. We've also changed our flow to 2 MP40s, also by Ecotech, just like the lights, and I'm loving it. We'll go into that again in the future, but as you can see right now, it's on a wave mode. You can see the slight wave, and if I zoom in on some of the corals here, you'll see the wonderful back and forth motion on them, causing some great water movement throughout the tank. I don't know if we've covered it before, but we are running an Apex on this system, and I am loving it. At first, I wasn't sure if it was worth the money and if I wanted to spend that kind of money on the system, but man, I would not run a system without a controller in the future. So hands down, love my Apex. Again, we'll go in depth in the future. So let's take a look to see what's under the tank. So under the tank, we have our Fuge, and yeah, there's a lot of cords. I do need to do some cord maintenance in here. And just want to cover what's going on and how it's working. So right now you can see we have the Refugium Light on. Normally it's only on at night, but I just had it turned on for the video. We're running a Kessel, and you can see it's got kind of a reddish, pinkish color to it to grow algae down in the Fuge and not in the tank. Skimmer's the same. I did 3D print a sock holder, and now I'm running 4-inch socks. Pretty much constantly, and I love it. Keeps the water crystal clear, helps with nutrient control. It is now summertime here in Arizona, which means the house is sealed up, and so I have to put a carbon dioxide, I don't know if what you call it, a reactor. So basically it's a scrubber, that's what it is, a CO2 scrubber. So you fill this with media that scrubs the CO2, and then it's connected directly to my skimmer's air intake. So that's an all summer deal that helps keep the pH up where it needs to be. As far as other new equipment, I think the only other thing is the dosing pump. This is a Jabo dosing pump, 75 bucks, works perfect. Never had a problem, knock on some wood, but it does a great job. Also picked up this dosing container where I keep currently alkalinity and calcium fluids in here. No issues there. Another cheap Amazon buy, and it works flawless. Let's see, we have our carbon reactor there. Oh, UV sterilizer. I have this running 24/7, and so far all the fish and everybody is doing great. I think it helped eradicate my dinos I had earlier on this tank. So really, no issues whatsoever with the Fuge. Everything's running great, and the tank is crystal clear. Let's see what's going on. Now here's the tank under the Radions without the orange filters on. So let's take a little bit of a closer look at what's going on inside the tank. All right, so inside the tank, you can see we have a lot of corals. We've got some on the frag rack. We've got some mounted all over. And some of these are just brand new corals. Some of these are corals that I have rescued and are bringing back to health. Of course, there's Roxy, who is always interested to what's going on. Whenever she sees me near the tank, it's got to be front and center. There we have Pennywise. Over here is Georgie. The two cardinal fish, the Sarducci brothers. We have, oh, there we go. There's our fairy wrasse that Live Aquaria said was a male, and we've had her for several months, and no change. So it looks like we got a female. But you know what? Bright orange with blue stripes, I'm not upset. And then we have some lightning chromies. There's one hiding back there. They like to hide out in the caves and the overhangs. Pretty much only come out when I put food in the water. And they are, just like their names, lightning fast. They're a lot of fun. They can be a little bit of bullies, but you know what? Roxy pretty much keeps everyone in check in the tank. So let's see, that's the fish. As far as corals, here's my new favorite. That's my Walt Disney. Just got it about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Already showing some growth. Got it up in the highest par to get the best coloration. Not much to look at now, but boy, it's going to look great down the road. Purple Bonsai. This is one of the project corals. Let me put up some pictures here of what it used to look like. No polyp extension, all browned out. And now here it is today. Nice and fuzzy, nice and purple, full recovery, doing great, and a turbo snail. What else do we have going on in here? We've got a new torch, we've got a rainbow Monty. Oh, there's a cannoli, our tiger conch. That one's new, doing whatever he does. There's a Rick. Here is a this is a green polyp toadstool that I've got from Worldwide Corals that has yet to open up in a week and a half. They said it's still alive, so we're gonna see what happens, see if it kind of bounces back. There's our Lobo, a chalice that's recovering. It's a Jason Fox coral, one of the Favias. Oh, this cotton candy Gani has doubled in size since we got it about a month ago. Doing great. It's hard to see with these orange filters, but half of it's kind of an orange, the other half is a pink. It's really nice short tentacle Gani. There's Roxy, of course. Now this green slimer, at least what I think is a green slimer, and that one is from the same colony that was dying. I do have some before pictures I'll put up here, and you can see how much living flesh there was left and how much algae and skeleton there was. I chopped it up into 2 frags here, and man, it is looking great. Here are some more both new corals from Worldwide Coral along with the Phoenix frag swap, and here's another one that I am slowly bringing back from death. Now this is all dead skeleton at the top, but down below this acro does have new growth and coloring up, so that's great. Along with some new corals from Worldwide Coral there. Let's see, the plate coral is doing great. Everybody's looking really good. Oh, my first Samacora. I believe it's called a Harvest Moon Sammy. It is dark green with bright yellow mouths on it. This pink Gani is obviously very happy. Look at how big that baby is. Here we have another short tentacle pink with blue. Here we have an Acan Island. So fluffy, beautiful colors, doing great. The frog spawn, looking amazing. And let's see if I can show you. All the little baby heads starting to pop up. So looking great. Giant carpet anemone. It's been there for several months. Hopefully it stays there. I think it's really happy. I feed it regularly. It gets good flow, not too much. The right amount of light. That's where it decides to live. I'm happy with it right there. And yeah, for reference, here's my hand compared to this thing. It's bigger than my hand. It's a huge carpet anemone. Oh, and I think it ate one of my Chromies. I used to have 3, now I have 2. There is nothing on the ground, so I'm pretty sure it ate one of them. Strawberry shortcake acro. This Oregon tort is looking really good. The blue is amazing on this thing. I know it kind of looks purple with the filter on, but to my eyes, it is blue. And that's kind of the quick overview of everything in the tank. Oh, forgot the Zooanthids. There's, I think, my new faves. These are the Halle Berry from Worldwide Coral. They are bright and big. So we'll see how those go. And for all you Star Wars fans, there's the Millennium Falcon. So that's kind of a quick update on the tank. Everything's looking great, and everything's growing, everything's happy, things are just starting to take off, and I couldn't be happier. And on future episodes, we will go into more in-depth on the lights and the apex and the wave makers, and going to start a new series focusing on individual coral care and the requirements and what you should be doing to make them as happy as you can. So I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified when there's new episodes of TJ's Reef. So until next time, boom.